Hey, everybody out there. Thank you for taking a few minutes and checking out the video today. I think I got something you're going to love. Uh, it's it's pretty awesome. And as a kid growing up, this would have been the, you know, late 70s, early 80s. Uh, there wasn't this plethora of bass fishing knowledge out there at every turn. You couldn't just jump on the internet. You couldn't even hardly find a fishing magazine around. You couldn't go to the grocery store and find a fishing magazine. You either had to be a member of Bassmaster or some other organization, or every now and then you just get lucky. I can remember as a kid, mom would take me to the grocery store with her, and every now and then there'd be an issue of Bassmasters or Sports Afield or Outdoor Life. Just Bassin was another one. You could just get your hands on a little bit of reading material that you could learn from, or you just had to, some of those Saturday mornings, just hope you caught Bill Dance, because we didn't have a video recorder. So if you missed it, you missed it. And, it wasn't until mid 80s or later till we got a VCR and we could record some things and then catch it later. But it was just really hard to get information. You could go to boat shows and watch seminars, but you really had to work at it if you were going to learn about fishing. Or, like me, I was fortunate enough to be kind of surrounded by it with my dad and the people he fished with, and I was around, which really helped me as well. But still, it was hard to get information, and people didn't like to share back then. And what I'm going to share with you is one way I learned and how we would learn to fish back in those days. And it was from books. Yep, you had to read a book. I know. Seems extremely complicated these days, but I've lost the outside cover to this. This is a Bill Dance's Bassin Objects. It's a super cool book. It really goes into depth about a lot of different things. I've lost the cover. It just got torn up paperback, but I've kept this all my life, and I got it for Christmas in 1982, and there. So somewhere around 82 or 83, Bill Dance was at a Walmart in Springdale doing line winding, which they used to do that a lot with the line companies would send a pro out and they do line winding and seminars and things of that nature. And I got this book signed by Bill Dance himself at that Walmart store somewhere around 82, 83, something like that. I've read this book through, I don't know how many times. I've let people borrow it. This is how I learned to fish a lot of the things that I didn't have grass around here. I didn't have nothing but books like this. You can learn how. Let's take a look through it. So there's the contents and all the chapters. Oh, picture of Bill Dance right there. Check that out. Doing a seminar. Look at all those people back there. So here's chapter 1. It's about stumps. And it's a question and answer type book. So the question would be, the lake near my home is infested with stumps. Are some stumps more likely to produce bass than others? Bill Dance gives a long answer. Now, I'm not going to read all of it for you, but, how do you fish a visible stump? And then Bill gives his answer. Super cool illustrations of what he's talking about, stuff like this. And then they did a lot of illustrations that would show you what to look for on a topo map, how to read a topo map. Yes, topo map. And how to locate it. How you would look at the way the water would flow through a lake and what stumps would be best. Let's see what else we got here. Standing timber. you know, old roadbed and timber. You can't tell me that's not the coolest thing ever. See if we can find another chapter here. Brush piles, bushes, vegetation was one that was really interesting to me. And you know, how about detailing some of the irregular features you would look for when fishing submerged coontail? So specific grasses, what to look for. What do fishermen mean when they refer to the inside and outside of a weed bed or a moss bed? You know, he goes into, that's a great question. But it just keeps going on and on of just all these different things, different kinds of cover, and distinguishing the difference between cover and structure. I mean, I've read this thing a million times. I think I'm gonna go read it again. Yeah. You know, I mean, such great detail. You know, I learned to fish things that I was never going to experience here, but I was someday. Just so many drains. Super cool book. Bass and Objects by Bill Dance. Super cool stuff. This is how we used to have to do it right here, folks. Right here. This is how you learned. Still works today. We still use the same principles today. And I keep this book on my desk just so I can flip through it, look through it. And what a lot of great memories I have with this book. Learning how to fish. There's something to all that, folks. And maybe you ought to get online and see if you can find one. Probably be worth the read. Hope y'all have a swell day out there. Thanks again for watching. You don't know how much it means to me. Everyone's responses and comments. I'm having a lot of fun doing this, and we'll see you on the next one.